Okay, so that's task one done. Don't forget, that's task one done. Don't forget, trying to mention within three there, primary, secondary, and tertiary. If there is no primary, tell me why it doesn't fit into that sector, please. Just so I've got a definition of what that sector is. Now this is an interesting one. Most people haven't read the task itself. Just to emphasize some points in the task, you should explain any terms. So if we're giving you a term, for example, span of control, flat, tall, um, that's on, I think, from page 25 of your notes, please use those terms as best you can. You must research using websites from all these three companies and provide your own descriptions of each of the three companies. You are strongly advised to find a structural diagram from the internet and comment on it further using terms used in class. The problem students have is, of course, if you do find an organizational chart, it will be very high level. It will talk about the guys at the top. So what I'd expect from you guys as apprentices is mainly to talk about a low level structure. So talk about who you report to and show that in some sort of organizational chart. If you're unable to find a structure, so I've started again, if you're able to find a structure, you must still attempt to describe the possible structure. Okay? I want you to try and find a structure and try and do it based upon what you found out from the internet. But if you're unable to do so, describe what that structure looks like. Tell me where you went, and then tell me if it's got line authority, and tall, wide, discuss span of control. Again, page 25 of your notes. If you've chosen a company which is not ordinarily perceived to be an engineering company but does have an engineering department, then focus on the company and not on the department. Unless, of course, you're talking about your structure, where you're talking about you down here, and here's your line manager, and here we've got other people in your organization that you work alongside with. So again, organization one should be the organization you primarily work for if you're a part-timer, but organization one should be organization one, task two, task three. Organizational type in terms of ownership, please make sure you explain your answer. Now, that to me is quite simple, but obviously it's maybe not to you guys. Go onto company's house, so back to eyesight over here. Go to company's house, click on company's house. Make sure you click on the girl with the glasses, not glasses, the girl with the eyes, sorry, and find company information. What I'm primarily interested in is whether they're going to be a limited company. The chances are they're not going to be a partnership. They're not going to be a sole trader. It's a possibility, but they're going to be a limited company. Therefore, I want to know if they're private or public. Straight away, company's house, click, find the girl with the eyes, and she's up there. Click on find company information. Make sure you click on the number. When you get a list, you click on the number. Did it in class? This is something I found. Due Del, which is short for due diligence. You'll need to register that, so you won't get that screen. It'll ask you to register. Please use your college email account. It's free to use, and you need to play about with it. I'm quite new with it, so have a look and see what you can find out. So if you can tell me something, that's great. Okay, remember we did a task here, ownership and technical areas, so that'll help you with the first task as well. Firstly, identify a possible company with an engineering company, then using company's house, identify their ownership status. So, well, maybe you've already done it. And we get to the first one in the alphabet. Sometimes the world seems to flow around these organizations. Ah, there you go, automation control panels. Uh, what this student's done here, it's a private limited company, found that out through company's house, make sure you put that in there. But then they've talked about technical areas. This does relate to task one, but it's worth bringing up here. And they've said manufacture of other general purpose machinery not elsewhere classified. Those are the words used in company's house. I don't want you to use those words. I want you to focus on the 7 technical areas I've given you. So looking at what they do, I would expect that to be electronic and electrical and electronic, possibly a little bit of mechanical, but electrical and electronic is what I'm expecting to see there. Okay. Organizational type in terms of structure, please make sure you explain your answer is the next bit. Size, sorry, I've missed that one out. Size here is basically asking you how many people do they employ, what was their turnover last year, how many countries they operate in, Due dill is quite useful for that. So again, due dill. So we're now on topic 3. Due dill is useful for that as well. Okay. How much they have. Their own website will tell you how much money they made. They're proud to tell you that. And my next video is going to talk about in terms of structure. Okay, so I'll stop that one and upload it.